If you have celiac disease like me, hi, by the way, my name's Taylor. I'm a registered dietitian specializing in celiac and also a fellow celiac of 10 plus years. If you have celiac like me, you are at risk for nutrient deficiencies, and this is for two basic reasons, which are number one, damage from gluten damages the small intestine, impacts digestion, and thus impacts your ability to access essential vitamins and minerals, as well as two, a gluten-free diet, if not carefully adjusted, can have nutrient gaps in essential vitamins and minerals and not provide what the body needs. Because of this, it's really important if you have celiac disease that you are looking at your nutrition status, you are looking at your diet, and you're looking to balance these potential gaps. Now, I've seen a lot of stats around how prevalent nutrient deficiencies are with celiac disease, but perhaps one of the most shocking ones comes from a Dutch study where they found that 90% of people diagnosed with celiac disease at diagnosis had a nutrient deficiency. And that is huge. That is massive. That is a lot of people which at diagnosis had a nutrient deficiency. Because of that, it's really important that if you have celiac disease, again, you are addressing those gaps. So let me give you some signs and symptoms of nutrient deficiencies and what they might be showing up as if you have celiac disease and you're worried about this. So I actually made this really cool graphic and shared it to Instagram. So Instagram saw this first, but I'm going to read from this because there's a lot and I don't want to make sure I miss any, but also know this is not an all-inclusive list of nutrient deficiency symptoms, but some of these symptoms of the common nutrient deficiencies that occur with celiac disease include headaches, slow healing, hair loss, diarrhea, fatigue, weakness, tiredness, brittle nails, and feeling cold all of the time. So those are some of those symptoms of nutrient deficiencies that pop up with celiac disease and co-occur due to the damage that may need some additional attention. And also with that, a gluten-free diet could also be low in those nutrients. So it's important that not only are you addressing and identifying nutrient deficiencies you have now, but you're also eating a diet that is rich in the nutrients you need to prevent those deficiencies in the future. The problem here is nutrient deficiencies and nutrient gaps in a gluten-free diet are so prevalent and common. We see this in the research, yet only 15% of people with celiac disease are typically referred to a dietitian. Now, there are a lot of reasons why this happens, and primarily I blame the insurance industry because this is not a well-covered disease. This is also one of the reasons why I personally don't accept insurance, because it is not well covered. A lot of insurance agencies will not cover celiac disease for a lot of reasons. They will, and a lot of the times they won't. So because of that, a lot of people aren't getting that nutritional support that they need, even though it's a documented problem with celiac disease. But what can you do about this if you're worried about if you have a nutrient deficiency or if you've got nutrient gaps in your diet, especially if you feel like you're noticing some of those symptoms that are common with the nutrient deficiencies and gaps we see in celiac disease? The first thing I want you to do is go ask your doctor for a blood panel. Go have them run your labs and ask them to assess for nutrient status. I often refer to this as a nutrient panel, and this looks different for every doctor's office, and it's not like actually a clinical term, but tell them you want to be assessed for your nutrient status and have them run the labs that they can run and can get covered to do that. Additionally, you can meet with a dietitian who will look over your diet and assess it for adequacy. That is also another step that you can take to make sure you are meeting your needs. If you're unable to meet with a dietitian, you're unable to sign up for one, or you can't find a celiac specialized one in your area, I really can't emphasize enough how important it is that you're meeting with a celiac specialized one, not one that has it listed under like 20 other diagnoses, but one that like is specialized in celiac. If you can't find one, it's inaccessible. I also do have a self-paced course all about celiac and nutrition, and it gives you a flexible approach to balancing a gluten-free diet for common nutrient deficiencies and gaps. If you're interested in that, that'll be linked down below in the description. It is an option if you're unable to find that support, and I also have some resources for finding labs and getting certain labs done if you're having trouble getting that done through a doctor. So there is that down below in the description box if you need that additional support, but my biggest first step would be meeting with a doctor if you can and access one and have one that you trust and have one that will respond to your requests. Meeting with a doctor, having them run those labs, and then going from there, assessing from there, looking at your diet, looking at where your nutrient levels are, and coming up with a protocol from there. But nutrient deficiencies, nutrient gaps, they are serious, they are important to address, they are common with celiac disease, and they are totally addressable, they are totally manageable. So if you're struggling with this one, you're not alone. Like we have in this study, over 90% of people diagnosed with celiac disease have a nutrient deficiency at diagnosis. And also, this is completely addressable. I hope this gave you some ways to start tackling it. If you found this helpful and you want more videos from a fellow celiac and celiac specialized dietitian, hit the subscribe button. Also, like this video if you found it helpful, and comment down below what you found the most interesting. What was the most interesting part of this video in the comment section. And again, all those resources, if you need them, and some other resources that I have for celiac disease will be in the description box. My name is Taylor, celiac specialized registered dietitian, and I will see you when I see you.